Imperfect information. Symmetric information means everyone has equal and perfect knowledge. In a competitive market, it's assumed that there's perfect information. That means that buyers and sellers are assumed to have full knowledge regarding prices, costs, benefits, and availability of resources. Perfect information, which is equally available to all participants in a market, is known as symmetric information. Assuming that buyers and sellers are rational in their behaviour, this symmetric information will allow the efficient allocation of resources in and between markets. However, symmetric information rarely exists. For example, buyers often don't have the time or resources to obtain full information on prices before buying a product. Just one key note here, symmetric information is also known as perfect information. Asymmetric information involves a lack of perfect information in a market. Usually, sellers have more information on a product than buyers. For example, a used car salesman will have more information about the history of a car they're selling than a prospective buyer. Sometimes buyers may have more information than sellers. For example, an antiques collector, that's the buyer, may know more about the value of an antique than the person selling it. When buyers or sellers have more information, this is known as asymmetric information, and the information is imperfect. Providers of some services have a lack of information because the thing they provide a service for is unpredictable. For example, health service providers don't know when someone will become ill and with what health problem. Moral hazard is another possible result of asymmetric information. This happens when people take risks because they won't suffer the consequences themselves if things go wrong. For example, an individual could buy home insurance but then behave recklessly. For example, not locking their doors, safe in the knowledge that they're covered. This can happen because the insurance provider lacks information about how the individual is acting. Information failure causes market failure. Imperfect information means that merit goods, for example education, healthcare and pensions, are underconsumed, and demerit goods, like tobacco and alcohol, are overconsumed. There are many reasons why imperfect information affects the consumption of merit and demerit goods. For example, consumers may not know the full benefit of a merit good. They may not realise that a good education could lead to improved future earnings, or that a regular medical checkup might improve their lifespan. Consumers may lack the information to decide which good or service is right for them. Consumers may not have the information on how harmful a demerit good, such as alcohol, can be. Finally, advertising for a demerit good may withhold or gloss over any health dangers. Due to information failure, merit goods tend to be underprovided and demerit goods are overprovided, causing a misallocation of resources and market failure. There are many reasons why imperfect information affects the provision of merit and demerit goods. For example, pension providers have a greater knowledge of the pension schemes available than their clients. This can lead to them selling unnecessary schemes or more expensive schemes that may be needed. Doctors have a greater knowledge of medicine. They may persuade their clients to purchase more expensive care than is required. Information on a good or service may be too complex to understand. For example, the technical differences between computers may be confusing to a consumer, so they might struggle to work out which is the best for their needs.